Thank you, Sarah. And first of all, thank you for the opportunity to be here today. It's great to be with this panel and to be part of this conversation. So I'm going to take a little different tact because we've got some great academic and educational leaders on this panel, and I want to talk about a couple of things more broadly related to how this year has unfolded. I think one of the things that we have seen, certainly in the United States, and likely in many corners of the world, what the pandemic has done is thrown in a great state of disarray the ability to help and prepare in the United States, the K through 12 student population. And as we think about higher education in particular being a long-term business, as institutions from only a few years old to nearly 1,000 years old, likely in this call right now or in this webinar. So as we think about the pipeline coming in, I think one of the real challenges for us in education is how do we help rebalance and restore and restart the education at the primary and secondary level, because that population of students will be coming into our institutions before too long. And I think that's going to be one of the real challenges as we come out of the pandemic to how we can prepare that population of students. So on the positive side, and again, I'm going to take it a little less on the educational piece and more on the management side, I think what we have discovered is, unlike many of our institutions were dabbling in remote work and distance work environments and so forth, I think what we've seen in the last year is that there are sections of our institutions that can work really well remotely. And that gives those of us who are hiring managers an opportunity to be flexible in ways that we weren't before. I think we can be more creative. We probably can be more attractive to a certain set of potential employees that we might not have otherwise been able to. So I think from a positive standpoint, that gives us a level of flexibility that I don't think we thought about going into 2020. And what that means for us, particularly for those of us who are in remote locations and may have a difficult time getting some people to consider working for us, what opportunities does that present for us? And for those of us who are sitting in locations that are terribly expensive to rent and own or otherwise, does that give us the ability to be more creative and opportunistic?